Kemper Profiler, Toads and Talks. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mr. Thomas Dill. How are you?
Hi, Tom. I'm fine. I hope you too.
Well, I'm a little bit under the weather, like the sniffles and a little bit of cough because, I don't know, I spent the last weekend out there on some dark corners of the internet, I guess. And there was a cold wind blowing in a way. Let's already get full in and, address the elephant in the room, the player on the desk. And just one thing here, you noticed this gain LEDs are they shining in blue, and that hints at the fact that
You're a blues player.
Some say, some don't say. This is a hint at there's been some devil's work happening to the player, which is a paid upgrade. We wouldn't get into all this conversation stuff that happened and just talk about this offer. It's an offer to enhance the player's capabilities, and I welcome this big time. Because, and that's something I just wanted to address today, I mention it now, not to forget it. I realized over the last couple of days while I was playing with the various levels of the player, that the decision for what you go for pretty much depends on in what kind of guitarist situation you see yourself mainly. And just to create a cliffhanger here, I think I'll discuss later what I mean with that, and let's just have a word with you, because if you haven't living under a rock during the last 4 days or so, you have also heard that the profiler player just got the offer of 2 paid upgrades. And what's your take on that? And have you made up your mind yet regarding what's your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite always is the maximum. So don't ask me.
Sure.
As a self-called effect junkie who uses all the different effects, so I thought about level 2 might be okay. To have all the effects, to have the morphing stuff going on. But for me, there are 2 things that I like to have in the player. And I've said that, I think, long ago, just when the player started and was released. For me, it's the 4 effect slots is not enough just to stack all these things and to or stack the overdrives and to have 2 different reverbs, a delay going on. So I definitely need 3 slots behind the amp and cap for some ambient effects, reverb, delay sounds. So this is the first thing that I really need, and this is my point to upgrade to level 3 for myself. And also I have the profiler stage, which I'm using on stage, and it's great to have these settings that I really made and edited for all the live situations, for all the songs that I'm playing on stage, just to turn 1-to-1 into the profiler player from the profiler stage. So this is really great to have. So this is my point for upgrading to level 3. Sorry. But many people I know, many guitar players, friends, maybe don't need to have that upgrade to level 3. They say, okay, I just need a drive, I need a spring reverb and a delay. So 2 modules behind the stack and 2 modules in front of the stack is fairly enough for me. So level 2 is fine, and yeah, I don't need to pay that much. But for me, it's, yeah, I won't discuss all that stuff, but I think it's not that much, this paid upgrade. Okay.
Well, I've been thinking, as you were, explaining your point, I've been thinking about some things and actually looking at some stuff at the rig manager because, as I mentioned, I have this point as well. And I think you sort of touched the nail at the head already when you were saying, okay, you have a stage and you want to have a situation where you will be safe if you have a stage Havery,
Yes.
you might have a fallback device in the profiler player, so you can have all your stuff on there completely and not have to rearrange that. And that's a very amazing update for the player in level 3 because now you have, what is it, 125 banks with the 5 slots each. It's called banks and rigs each. Right. So basically, if you have a performance or 2 or 3 sets of performances because you play in 2 or 3 bands, you can have all your stuff on there. And if you happen to have the situation where a show is run from, a center, MIDI source where you have some backing tracks and stuff like that. You can even use the player to just run your show from there. If you think about that, that's really amazing how well that replacement idea for the bigger guys would work now with the upgrade number 3. And what I found out is, because I've been looking at all my performances I use, and it's not that much, but they usually have a lot of stuff in there because I tend to morph a lot. I haven't played live for a while. I've just trying to mimic the situation a lot during the pandemic, just in front of the camera. And I realized, before, I would like to have one button to switch in the middle of a song and only the same button to do stuff. And I found out that for me, it would be great to have, the full 8 blocks with a couple of options loaded in there. Maybe a drive I don't use basically, but I would morph it in along with maybe a little bit more of delay and less reverb. And I hit the same button again and I can morph that back to the normal, verse and bridge kind of tones, adding a little bit of either the volume knob of the guitar or the expression pedal for controlling the input volume. So I have only 3. I found out 3 performances now. 3 rigs on the profiler, plus number 4, which is the acoustic simulator stuff, which I rarely use, but I do use. And now I have these all to be accessed directly with 3 switches, slot 1, 2, 3. I have the combo switch assigned to slot 4, which is the acoustic simulator. I very randomly use that, rarely, seldom. And the other combo switch I assigned to the beat scanner. So I'm able to, with just 3 main rigs, do a full show for my stuff because I have basically the same settings and do a lot of volume stuff and pickup selecting on the guitar. So for guys like that who have not the chance to very often switch rig, switch bank and switch rig as well, that's very convenient to have a lot of stuff in one rig at the same time and you just change it. So to cut a long story short, I think for the guys who are players and not so much having to do other things as well on stage, like singing and maybe dealing with backing tracks, whatever. And they can focus on switching to the next bank for that part of the song and the next song and whatever. They would be pretty happy. They can be pretty happy with the second level update. So because having all the amazing effects and now the morphing for each rig, you could have 2 levels just by hitting the morph switch and stuff like that. So it adds already a lot of flexibilities. So that's my take on the 2 levels and why they make sense for whom. But yeah, you might find out yourself, because it's a 2-step process anyways. So if you get the first one, you can check it out and see if you want to add the third one on top.
Yes.
Though, if you have some time to consider first, you can save a couple of bucks, because there's this 2 and 3 level bundle, of course. That's, I don't know, maybe there will be some edits to the whole process as we go. But yeah, so that's how it is right now. And yeah, you have looked a little bit at the entire process on how to get there and what to be aware of. So maybe we should dive into this. And as we go, we might find some more points we might shine a little bit more light on. What do you say?
Yeah, of course. I've got some calls from friends, guitar players who use the player, and they were asking, hey, how do I update the players, especially those guys who have the profiler stage, where you can update via rig manager or update when you've put the USB stick into the profiler head and then go to USB stick and update with the display. This is a little bit different with the player. So I would show you the whole process, how to upgrade. Yes, please.
Yeah, that's a very important point, because you say update the player because before you can upgrade, before you can install the upgrades, you need to update the player. Yes. That's a different thing. The upgrades add new features. The update just adds the latest OS version and the latest rig manager version, which is mandatory for running then the upgrade process. And how to get that going first, it's definitely mandatory to do that. That's the point here right now. I just wanted to be extra clear to make that.
Great to have you here. Okay, so you need to go to the Kemper homepage at first. So here we are. And then go to support and downloads. Scroll down and you find the Rig Manager 3.7 for Windows or for Mac OS. So you should download this one of these. You need the Rig Manager 3.7. And also you need a Profiler operating system 11.1.0, public beta for all Profiler models. So you need to download this one too. And if you have another Profiler, a head, stage or a rack version, you need to update this one too to communicate with the Rig Manager 3.7. So this is the first thing that you need to do. Then the next thing is look at your download folder. So I will show you the download folder. Here we are. So this is after you have downloaded the Rig Manager install package. This is for Mac OS here. For Windows, it looks a little bit different. And this is the Profiler public beta OS 11.1.0. So first of all, install the rig manager, double click. I won't do that now. I have done it before, but this is the first thing to do. And the next thing is, when you have installed the rig manager, go to this folder here, and this guy here, chaos bin, is the main part of the update. And you need for that a USB stick. So you see here is my K-Player USB stick. This is formatted in FAT32, so normal USB stick format. I just named it K-Player. And you see there is no folder here, but you need folders in your USB stick. So I will throw that guy out. And here I'm back and show you the player. This is the player here in front of me. And all you need to do is, here's my USB stick, just put this USB stick into the player, and they both say hello to each other. Wait a short time, and then just take it out and put it back into your computer. So here I'm back, and let me see the computer, the K-Player, and I'll show you now the folder. So the magic happened. The player installed 3 folders, so it's communicating with the Kemper style, I would say. And now you need to take from the downloads folder the chaos bin, just grab it and then go down to the K-Player and move it into the root directory. So this is doing now, it's done. So you see here, chaos bin, not, I did that the first time, placed it in the OS update folder. This is wrong. So you need to do that into the root directory. So, okay, then throw it out. Takes the time. Here we are. And again, here's the stick. Here's the player. And now you need to turn off the power of the player by taking the cable out, the power cable out. Put the USB stick back into the player. And then, very important, we have the effects button, 1 and 2. Press and hold them, and then put the cable back into the player, and the update will start automatically. I have done that before, so I won't do that now. And if the update starts, you see the lights in, I think it's orange, blinking and doing its update. And when it's finished, the profiler player starts again and is done with the update. And fine, so then it looks like this one here, but not with the blue lights. This maybe comes later. Okay, so now we have the update, and now we go to the upgrade. Back again to the Kemper website. Where is the Kemper website? Oh, here we are. So this is our last window. Go back to the main page, and here we have the upgrade. Click on Learn More. And then you have the 2 levels, informations, and all that stuff. Just do some comparison, what you need, and choose everything you like to have, and then take the upgrade what you like to have. Let's say level 2. Download it and yeah, you need to pay for that. And then you get an email. Tom, is that right? You get this email with the code.
Yes, indeed. First, you will be taken. No, first your upgrade will be put into the shopping cart.
Yeah.
That shows up just like a regular product, and then you are asked to to pay for it. And once all this is processed, you will get this confirmation email with all the further instructions, and also with your level installation code. And that's, I think, then the point where you will take over now again
Yeah.
and show how that works. So, yeah, you get this email with the confirmation and the instruction, and that, I think it's this typical 4x4 digit
Yeah. Yeah.
computer code thingy, you know, from, I don't know, iLogs, all your software plugins,
Yeah.
from your DAWs and stuff like that. It's basically the same.
And when you have done your update, Profiler OS and the Rig Manager, just start the Rig Manager, connect the Profiler player. See, yeah, you can't see it here, but it's connected via USB cable to the computer, and then you need to start the Rig Manager, which is here. Now you see here up ahead the Profiler sign. Go to Install Feature Upgrade, and then you have this feature upgrade, and you can put in your code. If you copy this code from your email, it will already be shown. So that was what happened with my code when I copied that from the email, and it was directly here in this window. Then
Yeah.
you can upgrade now, hit the button, and it does this upgrade. So this is another very important thing. You need to first upgrade to level 2, and then after that, the profiler starts new and boots new, and after that, you can do the next level, upgrade to level 3. There's no way to go from level 1 to level 3 directly. You always need to have this step between if you bought level 2 and level 3 as a combination.
Yeah, that's true. So it's like a house. Before you put on the roof, you have to, get the walls done.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's the process, and then you will.
Just a second, Tom.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I had with my level 2, level 3 update, the problem that it showed up, it couldn't update.
Okay.
It was beta stadium. So I don't know if this happens now, but just in case if that happens, just turn off your profiler, turn it on, power it on, and then it worked. So it was just a power off, power on thing. I don't know, but maybe it was the guitar player. Sometimes I make shit happen. So
Yeah. Right. Close all windows and restart. That's,
have a coffee.
That's very often a very good idea. Yeah. So, and then, then you have it. Then you have all your slots and all your effects and stuff like that. And now it's your time to either explore, or when you have already one of the bigger guys, you can bring in your rigs and get everything in order the way how you would like it. And that's quite quite some time and some quality time you can and have to spend with the device, indeed. And also the things that now you have new switching options. We all know that, for example, the combo switching hasn't been available. Now it is. And as I explained before, for me, that really changed everything, because now for me, just the fact that the combo switches are there allows me to just have the player, the device. Let me just does it work? Yeah, it does work. So with this one here, hope it works, I can switch to slot 4, while with these I just address slot 1, 2, and 3. And here again, slot 4, that's my acoustic guitar setting. And if I go back from there, you can see also that, the morphing works and back. And so I have slot 1 and morphing, slot 2 and morphing, slot 3 and morphing. There's one thing, one knob switch you have to tick if you want to have the morphing on the rig settings as well. And with this, I have 3 plus 1 available for all my stuff. And that's it. I just will bring, if I want to, an expression pedal to control, the volumes, the input volumes. And then I'm done. I just have this little thing at my feet, and to find one of the 3 switches and the combo switch with just doing like this when you're, I don't know, talking too much or singing on stage. That's pretty easy. And then you have this amazing amount of tone at your disposal. And imagine when you're just a singer-songwriter or something like that, and you're playing whatever, and then you hit the morph switch, and suddenly, crystal reverb and some other things, start to surround your performance and the audience as well with sound. That's pretty amazing. And now then you can make all the difference just with this tiny little thing. So I'm getting ahead of myself, and because I'm so excited about that. And to everybody out there, it's an offer. You don't have to. It's an offer. But if you take this offer and, put in the amount of, I don't know, maybe 1.5 pedals, which give you just one function, and for each you have to switch individually, and you need some accessories to connect all this, to have everything integrated. I think there's no question what to go for. And then, I put the stage away immediately, because now it's for me easy to just, take the guitar and the player and just hop on my, it's a big scooter, but it's a scooter, and drive around and, play with friends or do gigs and whatever. It's just amazing. And that's a great time for these times, as musicians have to be pretty mobile. Short decision times, be flexible, and be able to do a lot that's possible with gear like that. Everything else that holds you back and is eating up time for stuff that has nothing to do with creativity, practicing and performing, and spending hours for, promoting yourself, interacting with your audience and your friends and your fans. These have to go. All these distractors, they have to go. So that's me. And what do you think?
Yeah, I just have one thing to mention, one practical thing. We talked about those foot switches, your foot switch options. I would like to show you where you find them and where you just can adjust them. So This is the level 3 setup here. 4 modules before the stack, 4 after the stack, and here is the system button. And you have foot switch 1, 2, 3. I have assigned it to effect button 1, 2, and 3, and the combo switch for previous rig and next rig. This is great to have, just to switch rigs and have the option to kick in some effects. I think we will talk about different setups in one of the next episodes, how you can use that. And another thing is in the rig menu, I will take this up here. You see assign 1, this is for these effect switches, module B on and off. You can do module C on and off with number 2, which isn't placed some effect, but if you have one. And another thing just here, look at this. These are the options that you can have for those foot switches on the player. Slot 1, 2, 3, that's what Tom did. And I did effect button 1, 2, and 3, and next rig, previous rig. You can do bank up and down. This is something I would do for a set list with the singer-songwriter I'm playing, where I play have one performance for each song. And so I can do bank up, bank down, and have these performances. And with the profiler player in level 3, I have here 100. You see, no, everything's free. We have 125 performances, so a lot to have. So these are the options that you have in the rig manager to adjust and to program your stuff, your switching options for the profiler player.
Yes, and thank you, Thomas, to grab me every once in a while and bring me back, because sometimes I'm so overexcited that I get a little bit ahead of myself.
Yeah, I'm the more tech guy.
Absolutely, but no, that's why I'm really thankful for that, because we're not like yin and yang completely, but you definitely cover the more how would you call it, the more organized part of the guitar player persona, which lacks here a little bit, because that's I'm more for the effectiveness and not for the completion of things. Once I find my thing, I'm just totally happy. And after all these years, I must say, all these many years in this industry, working for and with so many amazing companies with a lot of technology, and I've seen all so far. This combination of power, tone, functionality in this little tiny space is so smart and well thought out that I think I arrived where I always wanted to be in terms of having access to my stuff conveniently, and so I'm done. Now I quit and will bring out all my songs and start to play live again and annoy the heck out of people out there. So, no, seriously. Of course, there's always more once we reach a certain level, and we can think of more. But really, for the time being, that's something I've been dreaming about for a long time. Yeah. So that might be a nice conclusion if I haven't gotten again ahead and of myself and too far into excitement country. Thomas, have we forgotten something for this first look? And the first important tips?
I don't think so. we might take a look at the different options that you can have for live playing and how to use foot switches, extra foot switches. I will prepare for next time something, and for the I would say the typical types of guitar players and users for these live or stage situations. And I think, so for me, I'm done.
Okay, cool. Then I think we leave it for this time at this point, and we'll be back, of course, with more stuff. And as this is new, this whole scenario is new for all the player owners and the player owners who know the profilers and the new ones who don't have the bigger rigs yet and haven't used it so extensively live, and even then for the profiler owners who used to play shows with remote or with profiler stage, and or even run shows from MIDI. How all this would work for you from these various perspectives that we will address during the next episodes. I guess, of course, with some additional tone tips, because now for all the player users, the Kemper drives we just covered, we recommend have a look at these episodes for how to shape your tone conveniently without using the drive, but the tone shaping part of the Kemper drive that's very unique and very, very helpful and creative. Just go there, and if you have questions, just let us know, because this place here on the internet for the next few weeks is dedicated to you guys who are interested in what these offers have for you, and how you can utilize them to increase and to make better players out of you, guitar players out of you, with more options and less footprint and yada yada yada. I said it already. So I'm excited, and thanks a lot. I say goodbye, and so much thank you for Thomas Dill to walk us through the process, and also tell us about the little how would you call it, the niches which might be overseen and you have to pay attention to. So that's me. Drop the mic. Thank you, Thomas. Bye bye.
Welcome. Bye.